For McKendree, as a member of the American Midwest Conference, the Bearcats wrapping up a 20-year association with the league. McKendree's first season in the AMC was in 1991-92 when it was known as the Show Me Collegiate Conference, as the Bearcats are in their transition towards NCAA Division II membership. The Bearcats will not be a part of the AMC next year, as the Bearcats are introduced to the crowd, and they will line up like this. It's a lineup rather familiar to McKendree fans. 6'10" senior from Blue Springs, Missouri. Head coach for Park is Jason Klein, and he is in search of his 250th career victory this afternoon. McKendree in the road uniforms we know and love so well, the purple uniforms with the white numerals trimmed in red. Park breaks out the home gold uniforms today with maroon numerals trimmed in white. Bearcats are already out on the floor. Sean Rockers will jump center for the Bearcats, as we anticipate Kyle Roush coming out, taking the tip for the Pirates of Park. Once again, McKendree looking for the season split with the Pirates, as Park won 71-60 back on January 29th at the Melvin Price Convocation Center. Final game of the regular season. Playoffs start on Thursday. Hope you're settled in. Sit back and enjoy our broadcast this afternoon. Scott Cummings happy to bring it along to you from Parkville, Missouri, the final Saturday of February. Rockers versus it's Travis Fairley jumping center for the Pirates. Tip controlled by Fairley. We're underway as Roush has the top of the key. Right side to Deng. Deng drives down the lane. He's sealed off by Wolff. Gives it back out to Howard. Howard checked by Wolff again as Deng has it left side. Deng drives baseline, scoops it up with the left hand, no good. Rebound tipped underneath, Howard has it. Howard has it stripped out of bounds. It went through Hobby's legs. Last touch by the Bearcats. 19:42 to go first half, no score. Goldeng Deng to inbound, left of the basket for Park. Inbounds goes top of the key to Roush, now right of the key, that's Howard. Over to Deng. Deng is going to fire up a three from the wing. Back iron too strong. Rockers in position for the rebound, but Fairley takes it away, lays it up and in for the Pirates. Travis Fairley with the first basket, and it's 2-0 Park. Pirates steal the inbound. Layup is good, and fouled is Howard. And it's quickly a 4-0 lead for the Pirates as Steppe is whistled for the foul. First foul on John Steppe, first team foul. Howard with the layup. Trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Have to try and search for numbers as our game notes were stolen prior to tip-off. Free throw is good. And it's 5-0 Park. Cats trying to break the full court pressure. Wolff, close to a 10-second call, gets it across the timeline to Hobby. Hobby underneath the Rockers. Rockers muscles up for two, and the Cats are on the scoreboard. 5-2 is your score. 19:04 remaining first half. Inside, that's Anderson. Looks for the lob down low to Roush, has it. Sealed off from behind by Rockers. Roush is double teamed as Steppe nearly got the steal. He creates the jump ball, and the Cats get it on the alternating possession. Good defense by John Steppe as Rockers had Roush sealed off from behind. Steppe came from the front, got the hands up just before Roush had the turnaround jumper. 18:52 and counting first half, 5-2 Park on top. Bearcats with the basketball. Wolff gets it to Steppe across the timeline to Wolff. Down the sideline to Hobby. Hobby cross court to Steppe. Baseline for Copeland. Copeland back to Steppe over to Wolff. Wolff penetrates, kicks it out to Hobby. 23-footer on the way. Bingo! Hobby in the scoring column. We're tied at 5. 18:30 to go first half. Between the circles, Roush goes left side to Deng. Deng dribbles through some traffic down the lane, now sealed off by Rockers. Backs it out towards the circles, that's Anderson, bounces it over to Howard. Howard picked up by Wolff. 20 on the shot clock as Anderson has it right wing. Up top to Roush. Roush looks to dribble on Rockers, can't do it. Left of the key now to Deng. 12 on the shot clock as Deng is guarded by Copeland. Dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it out. They work it around Anderson in the corner. Underneath to Fairley. Turnaround jumper is good, and Fairley with 4 quick points. 7-5, Park with the lead. Offensive flow much quicker than what we had in the first game when the winning team only scored 46 points. That was a women's contest. Park defeating McKendree. Hobby on the left wing, gets it between the circles to Wolff. Wolff dribbling up top against Howard. Looks for a cutter. Hobby opens underneath, dumps it over to Rockers. Rockers muscles up and slams it home. Pirates wanted a foul call as one of their defenders was knocked to the ground, but they didn't get it. Tied at 7, 17-27 to go first half. Top of the key, right side, Roush gets it over to Deng. Deng dribbles to the top of the key, drives in, kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson hands to Howard, who resets the offense with 20 on the shot clock. Wolff goes for the steal, doesn't get it, now kicks it left side over to Anderson. Anderson dribbles around the arc, behind the back, now kicks it over to Howard. Howard drives, driving layup, no good. Hobby the rebound. Hobby outlets left side to Wolff. 17 minutes to go, first half, tied at 7. Wolff, top of the key, kicks it over to Steppe. 3 from the wing. 3-point country good for John Steppe. Timeout called by Jason Klein, and the Cats take their first lead at 10-7. 16:53 to go first half. Harry Statham coming out wanting to make sure that there was clarification on the basket. There was a 30-second timeout called by Jason Klein. The Cats bombing early. Eric Hobby with a long 3 from the left wing. John Steppe about 23 feet out. Gives the Bearcats a 10-7 lead, and Jason Klein wants to settle his charges down. Park, just 2 players have scored so far. Fairley has 4 points. Howard has 3. As Deng inbounds to Anderson. Skips it over to Howard. We're back underway as Howard gets it across the timeline. Looks right side, nothing there. Dribbling out near the sideline, kicks it in the corner for Deng. Deng lobs it down low, intended for Roush, knocked out of bounds by Hobby. Hobby sealed off from the backside. Rockers had him from the front. 20 on the shot clock as Anderson will inbound right of the basket. Bounces a baseline for Fairley, nearly lost it. He backs it out to the wing. Looks for some help, hands to Howard. Howard drives the runner, blocked away by Wolff. And the jump ball, Park will retain possession. Andy Wolff, we've seen him block a few shots in his career. That time anticipated well as Howard came down the baseline. And Roush gets the inbound, shuffled the feet. He saw some opening down the right side of the lane, caught the pass on the left side, and when he went to pump fake, shuffled the pivot feet. Turnover for the Pirates. Wolff tries to shake free of Anderson, skips it over to Steppe, back to Wolff. Wolff to Steppe down the sideline, across timeline for Copeland. Copeland tries to dribble, drive, loses it. Park comes away with it. Down the sideline, Anderson has it. Lobs it down low for Fairley. It's tipped away by Hobby, stolen by Steppe. Over to Hobby. Good defense by Hobby to get back on the break. 16:05 to go first half. Cats lead 10-7. Steppe, entry pass on the block to Rockers, and he traveled before he went to turn around and bank it off the glass. Turnover for the Bearcats. With 16:01 to go in this first half. 10-7 is your score. McKendree on top. Sean Rockers 4 points. Eric Hobby 3 points. John Steppe 3 points. Across the timeline is Derek Howard for the Park Pirates. Gives it off to Anderson. Anderson looks down low. Hits Fairley on the opposite block. Fairley spin move, turn around off the glass. In and out, in again, and he's fouled. Eric Hobby defending on the play, called for a touch foul. That's his first. No, they're going to get, that's an offensive foul. They count the basket. So the foul is on Roush. That's his first. The basket is good for Fairley, who has 6 early points in this ballgame. Fairley, a surprise starter in the lineup today for Park University. The inbounds goes to Steppe, back to Wolff. Park still with some full court pressure down the sideline to Hobby. Hobby back to Wolff. Wolff dribbles to the middle, now to Steppe. Down the sideline, across the timeline is Andy Wolff. Dumps it down low, intended for Rockers, threw it at his ankle, but it's saved by Wolff. Wolff down the lane, driving layup, shot blocked out of bounds by Fairley. Into the lineup for the Bearcats, here comes Carrington Pettiford, the junior out of Florissant, Missouri. Also David Ruckman, sophomore out of Freeburg High School. Rockers and Steppe take a seat. Quickly up off the bench for the Pirates, it's Philip Garnett, a 6'1 senior out of Peru, Indiana, as he'll replace Deng. 10-9 your score, McKendree on top, Bearcats with the basketball, 17 on the shot clock. Inbounds goes to Hobby, 3 from the wing, off the mark, too strong, rebound to Garnett. Garnett 2-on-2, pass stolen away by Wolff. Wolff anticipated, the pass was intended for Anderson, and Wolff with the steal. 15-12 to go first half, Wolff across the timeline, right side with the basketball. Cats running their half-court offense. Lob to the free throw line and Ruckman. Ruckman right side to Wolff, up top to Hobby. Back to Wolff. Wolff looks inside, not there. Now out top to Copeland. Left side to Hobby. Hobby. Up top to Pettiford. Swings it in the corner. That's Wolff. Shot clock at 10. Tried the entry pass to Copeland. Stolen away by Fairley. Fairley gives to Howard. Howard across the timeline with 14:46 left first half. They reverse left side to Anderson. Anderson wraparound pass intended for Roush. Stolen away by Ruckman. Bearcats with a couple of steals, some good anticipation early defensively from McKendree. Pettiford across the timeline. Right side dribbling in front of the park bench. They reverse left side to Wolff. Wolff picks up his dribble. Free throw line to Copeland. Right side to Pettiford. Three-pointer blocked, but the rebound goes to Hobby. Over to Pettiford, drives the lane, high off the glass and in. So the Cats dodge a bullet there as the shot was blocked. Quickly the other way, Anderson scores on the driving layup and is fouled. Anderson picks up the basket. Hobby whistled for his first. That's team foul number 2. Well, your score is... My score is all messed up. It's 12-11 McKendree. Anderson hits the free throw. We're tied at 12. As Tyler Price checks in for the Pirates. Bearcats with the basketball. Forgot to enter that last 3 for Steppe. That's what messed my side up. I apologize for that. It's 12-12 your score. 14:03 to go first half. Pass at midcourt is stolen away by Howard. He's knocked to the ground by Pettiford. Cats had a little trouble with the full court pressure that time, and Pettiford sent Howard sprawling to the ground. Third team foul on the Bearcats. 14 minutes straight up left in the first half. As it looks like we have our internet connection restored here at Park, where we can bring you some live statistics. As the Bearcats are 5 of 8 early from the field, 63%. Park, 5 of 9, 56%. Rebounds tied at 3. Both teams have turned it over 5 times. 14 minutes left first half, tied at 12. Park with the basketball, inbounding at midcourt. That's Garnett. Lobs it into Howard. We're on the right. Howard walks it across the timeline, picked up there by Wolff. Wolff, left side over to Price. Price, top of the key to Roush. Roush, back left side to Howard. Lob on the block to Fairley, tries to throw it down, didn't have position as defending was Hobby, and Hobby gets the rebound. Now across midcourt, that's Andy Wolff, settles in the half court for the Bearcats. Right side to Pettiford. Pettiford guarded by Howard. Out top to Copeland. Fairley went for the steal, didn't get it. Wraps it around to Wolff. Wolff drives, kicks out to Hobby. 3, top of the key, bingo! Eric Hobby, 2 threes in this first half. He's got 6. The Cats are up by 3, 15-12. 13-18 to go first half. Left side, Garnett has it. Garnett dribbles to the free throw line, pull-up jumper, air ball to the side, no good, and the ball hits the baseline. It'll be McKendree basketball. Wholesale substitutions for the Pirates. Eduardo Quintero, 6'5 senior out of Mexico, checking in. Also Justin Harrison, 6'5 junior out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, and also checking in Melvin Gatson. He's a 5'10 junior out of Kansas City, Kansas. Cats by 3 with the basketball. Inbounds goes to Copeland. He hands back to Wolff. Skips it right side to Pettiford. Back to Wolff. Wolff dribbles once, reverses to Pettiford. Close to 10-second calls. Wolff gets it down to the left sideline. Now the Park Pirates trying to trap at midcourt. Wraps around left side for Hobby. Knocked out of bounds. They're going to say it was off of Hobby. Off of his leg as Hairston went for the steal. Didn't get it, but forced the turnover. That's the Bearcats' 6th turnover. Comes with 12:55 to go in the first half. McKendree on top, 15-12. Scott Cummings, glad to have you along from Parkville, Missouri. Cats with a win claim the #1 seed in the AMC tournament next week. Garnett, right side, kicks it up top to Gatson. Now Gatson gets it over to Price. Price dribbles to the top of the key, hands to Garnett. Garnett gives to Gatson again. Gatson looks to penetrate on Wolff, kicks it over to Price. 3 from the right wing, too strong. Ruckman to rebound. Ruckman dribbles once, hands to Wolff. Wolff down the right sideline to Pettiford. Pettiford settles on the wing up top to Wolff. Wolff backs it out, resets the offense with 12:15 to go. Pettiford looks high post, nothing there. Now out to Ruckman, swings left side to Wolff. Wolff entry pass on the block to a wide open Copeland. Blocked from behind by Quintero, and the rebound to Fairley. Fairley gives it off to Gatson, who skips up top. No, that's Hairston, excuse me. Hairston wearing 23. Now Price has it, reverses to Hairston. Hairston baseline jumper, short, gets his own rebound, sticks it up and in. Hairston with his first basket. He was playing a strong role for the Pirates last year, was injured in a game here against the Bearcats, and was never the same player the rest of the season, as now we have an official's timeout. Don't think the shot clock was reset after the Bearcats basket. 11:43 to go. They put 32 on the shot clock. Steppe re-enters for the Bearcats, replacing Copeland. Also Mike Springs, freshman from Waukegan, checks in for Andy Wolff. So 5 on the floor for McKendree. It's Springs, Steppe, Pettiford, Hobby, and Ruckman. Springs drives past Price, now gets it over to Steppe down the sideline to Hobby. Hobby back to Steppe, gives to Springs. Springs right wing for Pettiford, now back out to Springs. Springs, 18 on the shot clock, looks right side, has Pettiford there. They want high post to Ruckman, get it there. Ruckman gets a step on Quintero and lays it up and in. Ruckman, his first basket of the evening, and the Cats stretch the lead back to 3. It's 17-14. 11:15 to go first half. Garnett across the timeline, picked up by Steppe. Looks right side, has Price there. Price guarded by Pettiford, dribbling on the right sideline. Top of the key to Hairston. Hairston guarded by Ruckman, gets a step, pulls up, 12-foot jumper off the iron, no good. Ruckman skies for the rebound, gives right side to Springs. Springs across the timeline. Bounces free throw line to Hobby, give and go with Pettiford, and he's fouled, knocked hard to the ground. He'll go to the line for a pair. 10:47 to go first half. Foul whistled on Gatson, his first, team foul number 2. That puts KP Carrington Pettiford at the free throw line for the Bearcats. Pettiford on the season, 68% from the line. 17-14 your score, and Pettiford buries the first one. That's the first free throw of the afternoon for McKendree University. The junior out of CBC High School in St. Louis, it's the second free throw. 4 points in the early going for Pettiford, 19-14, Cats with their largest lead. Rocker set to check in on the next dead ball for the Bearcats. Garnett across the timeline, gets a step on Steppe, drives, the runner, high off the iron, no good, rebound. Park comes away with it, Garnett gets his own miss. Free throw line to Quintero, now left side over to Price. Price drives, pulls up, baseline jumper from 15, rattles it home. Little shake and bake move on Carrington Pettiford, hit the fadeaway jumper, and Park's back within 3. It's 19-16, 10:16 to go in the half. Springs walks it across the timeline, picked up there by Gatson. Springs, right side over to Pettiford. Pettiford waits for Ruckman to pop out top. Now left side, that's Springs. Springs entry pass to Hobby on the block. Hobby turn around, tried the up and under, nothing there. Now they reverse it right side to Pettiford. 10 on the shot clock. As they tried to dump it to Ruckman, it's knocked out of bounds by Hairston. Here comes Rockers back in the lineup for McKendree, replacing Hobby at the 9:56 mark. Good substitution as Hobby sitting out on the floor with 1 foul, and then you get the double post in at the same time. Springs with 9 on the shot clock will trigger the inbounds near the Park bench. Springs looks, he's got Pettiford on the right wing. Pettiford drives, now sealed off, backs out near midcourt, shot clock at 4, gets it to Springs. Springs traveled with the basketball as he tried to knife through a double team. 7th turnover of the first half for the Bearcats, as Harry Statham not happy about that. Pirates could tie with a 3 here. They trail 19-16. Inbounds lobbed into Quintero. He gets it over to Garnett. Garnett picked up three-quarter court by Steppe, gets it across the timeline. Looks for a screen from Hairston, now takes it on the right wing. Picks up his dribble, Looks in the corner, has Gatson there. Hits a cutter, that's Harrison. Pump fake, shot from 10 off the iron, no good. Rockers had the rebound and was knocked out of bounds. Last touched over the back by Quintero. 9:31 to go, first half. Cats by 3 with the basketball. As Springs will walk it up court for McKendree. He's picked up the half court by Gatson. Looks to penetrate, Springs. Right side over to Pettiford. Pettiford has room on the baseline. Floater off the glass, no good, but Ruckman there for the putback. Dave Ruckman with 4 off the bench. He has been a difference right now for the Bearcats these last 3 weeks, and it's a 5-point lead for McKendree, 21-16, 9:05 to go first half. Up top, Quintero has it. Quintero guarded by Rockers, goes left side to Harrison. Harrison between the circles to Garnett. Garnett dribbling out near the sideline. Looks to drive, kicks it in the corner for Gatson. Shot clock at 12 as Gatson hands to Price. Price back to Gatson, left of the key. On the block to Harrison. Harrison drives on Ruckman, lays it up, tough angle, no good. Rimmed out, rebound to Pettiford. Pettiford gives to Springs. 8:36 to go first half, Cats by 5. Steppy on the block to Rockers, turnaround jumper from 10, yes. Timeout, Jason Klein of Park University. Rockers with 6. Cats lead 23-16. It's another 30-second timeout called by the Pirates. Bearcats 58% from the field, 7 of 12. Park is 39% from the field, 7 of 18. McKendree with the rebound edge at 9-6. Cats have turned it over 7 times to 5 for the Pirates. Balanced scoring in the early going for McKendree, 6 for Hobby, 6 for Rockers, 4 for Pettiford. And McKendree getting everyone involved in the act early. Updated 9 of 14. 6 for Hobby, 6 for Rockers, 4 each for Pettiford and Ruckman, and 3 for Steppy. As Goldeng Deng has re-entered the lineup for the Pirates, he inbounds to Howard, who's also back in. We're underway. Howard across the timeline, right side to Gatson. Up top to Harrison. Lob down low for Kyle Roush, who has the easy layup left side. Roush with his first bucket. Cuts the McKendree lead back to 5 at 23-18. Springs having trouble getting it in, gets it to Rockers, who gets it back to Springs. Now reverses right side to Steppy, and we have another shot clock issue here at Park University. Shot clock says 28. I thought that was pretty close to what we had initially because the Cats get it in. That allows Eric Hobby to come over to the table and check in for the Bearcats. He picks up Dave Ruckman. Ruckman checks out with 4 points, 3 boards. Dave Ruckman has really picked up his play the last 3 weeks, and it's shown in the stats for McKendree as they've won 6 in a row, looking for win number 7. Inbounds goes to Hobby, back to Springs. Left side to Steppy, now down the sideline to Hobby. Hobby back to Steppy. Steppy looks to attack. Close to a 10-second call as Springs bounces it over to Steppy. Steppy underneath the Rockers, reverse layup, good. Rockers with 8 in the first half. Cats by 7 once again at 25-18. 7:47 left first half. Gatson, right of the key, looks for the lob, nothing there. Bounces free throw line to Harrison. Bullet pass underneath the Roush, who shook free of Rockers, who lays it up and in. 25-20 teams trading baskets right now, 7.5 minutes remaining first half. Andy Wolff will check in next, dead ball. Springs has it. Springs splits a double team, has a tip from behind, taken by Harrison. Outlets to Goldeng Deng. Deng will lay it up and in. Eric Hobby backed off. He did not want to pick up his second foul, and now Harry Statham wants a 30. 25-22. Here come the Pirates. 7:20 to go first half. As the Bearcats burn their first time out of the ballgame. That'll get Andy Wolff back in the lineup, the senior point guard. The Bearcats' all-time assist leader had a career-high 12 assists in the senior night victory against Williams Baptist. A great effort. It was an exciting moment. Everybody at the scorer's table knew how close Andy was when he got the 8th assist to tie the record. Everybody was abuzz, and then when he picked up the 9th on a 3-pointer from Hobby, I think the crowd sensed it too because they got on their feet, stood, and applauded Andy Wolff with a standing ovation for his record breaker. The senior played at Metro East Lutheran High School. Tell you what, it was a special senior night. All 3 seniors, very big contributors to this program. Inbounds goes to Steppy, back to Wolff. Wolff shakes free of a double team. Now kicks it over to Steppy, and he throws it away and actually turned it over first. He traveled, shuffled the feet, So the Bearcats with their 9th turnover of the first half. That of the unforced variety, although Gold Dang Dang applied some pretty good pressure defensively. Rico Anderson back in the lineup, set to inbound for the Pirates, gets it into Dang. Faked the jumper and threw it away. Wolff comes away with it. Cats 4-on-2 if they hurry. Wolff underneath the rockers, lays it up, misses it. Hobby sticks it back up and in. Looked like Rockers lost grip of the basketball on the way up, but Hobby on the weak side cleaned up the mess. Now Howard driving layup on the left side, gets it to go. He's got 5. End-to-end action here as the Cats lead 27-24, 6:48 left first half. Steppy, back to Wolff left side. He's got room down the sideline, gets it across the timeline. Dribbles, drives, up off the glass and in. Andy Wolff with the floater, his first bucket. 29-24. Other way, Howard. Hands on the wing to Dang, now out top to Hairston. Hairston right side to Anderson. Anderson looks for a screen, lobs it between the circles to Howard. Now Howard slows it up for the Pirates, 20 on the shot clock. As Howard works near the right sideline, out top to Roush, left side to Dang. Dang looks down low, nothing there. Works around the arc, pull up, 17-foot jumper on the way, off the iron, no good. Hobby the rebound. Hobby with his 5th rebound of the first half. Cats by 5 with the basketball, 6:05 to go first half. Wolff dribbling between the circles, left side over to Steppy. Steppy up top to Rocker, swings right side to Wolff. And we've got a foul away from the basketball. And if that's Hobby, he's just picked up his 2nd. But actually, they're going to get Pettiford for an illegal screen. That's his 2nd. So Pettiford likely to sit the final 5:57 of the first half. Copeland checks in for Pettiford. Here comes Fairley back in the lineup for the Pirates, replacing Hairston. So inbounding for the Pirates will be Gold Dang Dang. 5:57 to go first half. McKendree leads 29-24. Howard will walk it up court. He's picked up by Wolff. Walks across the timeline. Looks right side. Anderson open. Elects to dribble around the wing instead. Now gives to Anderson. Up top to Dang. Dang pulls up. 3-pointer on the way is short. Rebound to Wolff. Andy Wolff down the right sideline in front of the scorer's table. Cats going from left to right here in the first half. Wolff backs it out between the circles, looks right side, has Steppy there. Steppy popping out to Copeland, now left side Wolff. Wolff drives, driving layup partially blocked by Roush, gets the rebound. Gives it off to Anderson. Anderson quickly down the right side, gets by Copeland, lays it up and in. 5 for Rico Anderson, cuts the McKendree lead back to 3 at 29-26. Once again, Hobby backing off, not wanting to pick up that 2nd foul. Wolff jogs across the timeline. Circles in front of the park bench. Skips it on the wing to Hobby. Hobby dumps it down low for Rockers. Muscles up. Shot from 7, no good. Rouse claims the rebound and was bumped from behind by Rockers on the loose ball foul. That's his first. That'll get Dave Ruckman up off the bench